in a second-hand set of dimensions. In an astral plane that was never meant to fly. Somewhere in darkest Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
Dragon! 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 Dragon!
I'll see you again next week for my usual special. Hey, what's where you going?
See you soon.
Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, Oh, just bugger off!
That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
Ah! Hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being a victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up. Hold on to you, what's the names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just... Oh, bugger.
Unseen University, the home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld, and one or two of the worst. Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
Rincewind! Rincewind! Wake up! The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you!
Yes, a mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element, otherwise there'd be a better label. A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that. It's my money pouch, all right. Now, if I only had more of the fillings. Aha! Portalis Exitus, or the common doorway. See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know. Good day, sirs.
Is it? Huh, so you say. What with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again, past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. Snatching tapioca out of the mouths of the deserving elderly.
Dragons? Dragons in the town? A likely story.
Swamp dragons, he means?
No, a real dragon. Not one of those little marsh tiddlers.
Poppycock, there's no such thing. Dragons only exist if you believe in them. I don't believe in them, they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a knowing tone of voice, nudge, nudge.
Cogitating, my lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for more ideas.
You make more space for ideas by sitting on your backside sipping a cup of milky tea.
Hit him. Hit him.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight. It's best to let them settle so you can find more room in the top.
We have wisdom and you do not. For instance, this is the action of a clever man.
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
Wisdom, my lad, is never cheap.
Well, I didn't know you were selling it by the pound. Excuse me, where might I go to find the patrician?
Well,
Don't be an idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
oh yes. But he's a mean man with a word. Be careful if he uses sarcasm on you. And for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to irony.
Does this place always have to be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have one like that too.
What, really?
Oh yes. In one magic moment I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream that I'm being smothered in fruity yoghurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope. Right you are, then. So look, as an aged wizard, I mean, as someone who's climbed to the very depths, is there any advice you feel you might like to pass on? I mean, a few words of guidance, perhaps to one who hopes to follow in your pointy footsteps?
Ah, yes. Well, young fellow wallpaper, well, I'd say that of all lessons in life, always learn to expect the unexpected.
But if I expect it, then it isn't unexpected.
Eh?
Well, by definition, it can't be unexpected if it actually is expected.
Quite right, my boy. Well spotted. In which case, my advice to you is to always expect the expected. Is that clear?
I expect so. So, your faculty heads, the giants of wizardry, this is it? This is as good as life gets?
Contemplating promotion?
No, I'm contemplating a change of career. Listen, one thing I've always meant to ask, these dresses we wear, are they strictly necessary?
Eh?
The robes, lad, are symbolic of our dedication. You see, this is not so much a calling, a profession, as a condition of mind. By wearing long robes, we imply a somnambulistic state, an attitude in which we walk dreamily through this world with our minds occupied by higher things.
Higher? Like, say, as high as this hat?
Well, the hat too. Its height implies loftiness of thoughts.
Or it might imply that we should have let our mothers keep on dressing us.
What's more, it keeps young whippersnappers like you from running off.
Eh?
Would you want to walk the streets looking like a refugee from a somewhat suspicious pencil factory?
Point taken. Is this all you do all day? Just sit and make a public nuisance of yourself?
I'm reserving my powers.
What powers?
Well, for a start, I can read your mind.
Really? What do you see?
Not much. You must have the big print version.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me. So, you're the bursar. What does a bursar do exactly?
Well, it's a very important job. Accounts, expenditure, occasional bouts of irrationality, the assessment of grants.
Well, it sounds a bit, boring, doesn't it?
That's the job's main attraction, my surgical sock. These tenures are for life. So, since wizards are naturally extremely long-lived, that means the only way to get promoted is to assassinate your superiors. They've been popping off like mayflies around here for some seasons. Sometimes we've got, wait for it, more wazards than wizards.
They're in no danger from me. I never really thought about promotion.
Wazards, you see? Ha ha! Oh well, my post is safe though. Who wants to claw their way up to the top only to become an accountant in a silly hat? Mark my words, folding trouser press. Survival is all a matter of identifying your proper niche. Preferably a niche well removed from anything anyone else finds desirable.
So you're the
bursar.
Oh, thank heavens. I'd hate to have forgotten the name of someone useful. Look, You're the bursar, aren't you?
That's right. I do the finances, books and things, and I'm quite totally insane, you know. Any calculations you need, I'm your giant frog.
But that's just accounting. Surely to hold a major position in a wizard's university, you must be able to perform magic. After all, that's what the place is all about.
Magic is all very well, young sink disposal unit, but mathematics is the more powerful art.
Oh, come on.
You don't believe me? Very well, Mr. So-called scented furniture polish. Care to watch while I make your grant disappear?
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
Hey? A girl? What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you wearing a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl's dress once. Splendid lass. Very good at pickling. Yes, very good at pickling eels, she was.
Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course? Oh, why are you of course? Young fellow like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure. Wine, women, and pickles.
Look, I am out and about.
Well, you can't be too good at it if you're already off course, young air freshener.
Look, no one's off course. I just used the phrase as a pleasantry, a manner of address. Pickling? Oh, how fascinating.
Pickled? Who's pickled?
No one's pickled. You started it. I don't even like pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles. How dare you cast aspersions on damn, I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
Well, the eels were pickled, weren't they?
What? Pickled elves? Damn their ears. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard. Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles? Oh, try the kitchen. Get out. Stop wasting my time.
So, what happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. That's just the point. Now young twerps like you think they can come in here, ravish our women and steal all our pickles.
Steal? Now do I look like a thief?
My stick. They all want my magic stick. So be off with you, you dastardly overcleaner.
No, look. I don't want your wretched stick.
So it's the pickles you're after then, is it? You devilish young trouser. Well, I'm on to you, you know. I'm on to you, you young bookcase.
Now look, this is not the problem that I wanted to address. Look, I just want to find somebody who can talk a little sense.
Sense? Perfumes? Oh, I'll not have it. No, sir, I won't. Dallying with womenfolk on the premises is against the rules. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. You young bathrobe, I'll have you defrocked for this.
Look, I haven't done a thing, honestly.
What? Well, how can you be a man of the world if you've never sampled the finer things in life? Women, wizard staves, pickles.
Well, if I go and do that, you said you'd defrock me.
It won't do. It just won't do. Young tweezers like you coming in here and taking off their frocks, I won't stand for it. I will. This city is getting into a fine old pickle.
Oh, please don't get started on the pickles again.
Pickles? Well, don't eat pickles if you're wearing a dress. You'll stain the hem. Why are you wearing a dress?
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation. I have absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time. That doesn't work. You know, I've always wanted to ring one of these. That doesn't work. Ah, a swamp dragon, if my eyes don't deceive me. I thought these things were filled with explosive gas. Oh, right. Ah. Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we? Hello? Ooh, Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Ooh, yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, ook, eek, ook.
Yee!
Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Hi, do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while? Did you get the number of that donkey cot? May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh! A library card! Why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Hey! Whose monkey is this? Did you get the number of that donkey cot? This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation. That doesn't work. Ye illustrious tome of levitation. Oh yes, that's levitating, all right.
Hey, buddy.
Who, me?
Have you ever thought about the advantages of owning land on the Fremenwanger Peninsula?
Isn't that all underwater?
That's just its advantage, friend. Think of it. A seaside retreat where the sea can actually be the one total dominating element of the view.
Gosh, yes. Let me take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer.
What, really?
Nah, only kidding. I just want it to be as pleasant as possible as sort of aid to conversation.
Oh, but that's cruel. It's building up my hopes only to dash me down. You know, being a confidence trickster is a hard job.
Well, perhaps you need a holiday.
Right, but where to? Where to? Not a lot of peace at resorts these days.
I hear the Fremenwanger Peninsula is fairly quiet. Why don't your lips sync with your words?
L-space. The library is a nexus of L-space. Within these shelves, all possible paths and futures can be found. Frankly, it's making me feel a bit ill.
What's that under your coat?
Hourglasses. Care to buy an hourglass?
Where did you get all of those?
Fell off the back of a donkey cart, sir.
You are an extremely silly man.
Hey, I'm not the one wearing a dress.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers. That doesn't work. Sex Magic, the book of the 32 unspeakable acts, with a compendium containing several speakable ones, and 6 more that everyone involved would rather forget about. No wonder it's on ice. Oh, well, this one's not a statue. I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth. Ah, looks like a witch transportation device. One of the older models, I presume. That doesn't work. Ha! Ha ha! Yes, now, don't rush me. Ow! Yes, thought so. They're shelves. Let's see. Smooth, irregular, smells of paraffin. I wonder what it could be. Excuse me, but could I ask you some questions?
Clear off! And no magic in the kitchen. One more spell goes off in this place, and I'm going to complain to the Arch-Chancellor.
Are you always this surly?
Not always. I even know a jolly joke.
Really?
Yes. What's ugly, hollow, and rings like a bell?
I don't know. What?
Look over there.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Well, that's a fine skill to have. Your parents must be very proud of you.
Actually, I was going to become a wizard, but they found out my parents were married.
Well, that's a fine skill to have. Your parents must be very proud of you.
Actually, I was going to become a... but they found out...
Fascinating. Don't any of your pancakes get lost?
What? From here? From my frying pan? You don't seem to realise the gravity of your accusation. 27 years I've been studying to be a cook's apprentice. I've got top marks for basic flipping left hand and right, and batter stirring, pan greasing and pancake stacking.
Oh, how many did you get for customer relations?
2%. Clear off.
This is the worst kitchen I've ever seen.
It would be worse if there were worst.
What's worst?
It's a what's name? A sausage.
Worst sausage?
No, if you want the worst sausage, try Dibblers.
Oh, dear. So it's to be puns, is it?
Just watch the pancakes for a while. It's very soothing.
Well, I'll catch you later then. Ah, so it was ice cream for dinner yesterday, eh?